All new tonight on the Night Team. 2 people are dead after a shooting in Newberg. LMPD now investigating the incident as a murder-suicide. Plus, a 7th U.S. service member has been killed in Operation Epic Fury as the war with Iran stretches into a second week.
Go through this and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better.
And a new Iranian supreme leader has been named. His relationship to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who ruled for more than 3 decades before being killed in the military strikes. And later,
it's really nice and really refreshing.
Lending a helping hand. How the Streetery in Beachmont is helping Bardstown Road's Kiwami Ramen get back on its feet after a car crashed into the building. Right now on the WHAS11 Night Team. We start with breaking news tonight. A man and woman are dead after a shooting. Police are calling a murder-suicide. This happened just before 7 tonight on East Indian Trail in the Newberg neighborhood. Louisville Metro Police say they found a man and a woman who had been shot. The woman died on the scene, and the man was taken to a local hospital where he later died. LMPD says the shooting appears to be a murder-suicide, and the homicide unit is investigating. Thanks for joining us here on the Night Team. I'm Alex Dieterer. Just one day after President Donald Trump attended the dignified transfer of the 6 service members who died in the opening hours of the war with Iran, U.S. Central Command has confirmed a 7th U.S. service member has died. ABC's Allison Cossack has the details.
Tonight, a tragic reminder of the human cost of war. CENTCOM announcing this afternoon that an American wounded in an Iranian strike on a base in Saudi Arabia a week ago passed away from their injuries last night. That news comes as the war against Iran rages on. On Sunday, Israel says it attacked the headquarters of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's Air Force, saying it was among 140 targets in Iran over the past day, including this huge attack on an oil depot in Tehran, sending poisonous fumes into the air for miles around. And tonight, a new leader in Iran just over a week after Ayatollah Khamenei was killed. Iranian state TV announcing his son, Mojtaba Khamenei, will be the new leader. The 56-year-old is expected to follow the hard line of his father. But just days ago, President Trump said he doesn't want another hardliner in leadership.
I guess the worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous. You go through this and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better.
Meanwhile, the U.S. and Israel offering assurances that Tehran's missile and drone stock is severely depleted, but the regime has still been able to strike targets across the region. A desalination plant in Bahrain hit in a drone attack, and this government office building in Kuwait City ablaze. Satellite images from 5 countries, including Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, appear to show Iran targeting early detection radar systems across the region. Those systems crucial to blocking Iran's deadly missile strikes. On Monday, a group of Ukrainian counter-drone experts is expected to arrive in the Middle East to train Gulf countries on how to bring down the drones, a skill Ukrainians have learned during their war with Russia. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
And all across the globe, and even here in Kentuckiana, Americans are already feeling the sting of war in their pockets and at the gas pump, with gas prices going up nearly 27 cents nationally. AAA says the average price in the U.S. is at $3.45, climbing 50 cents in just 1 week of military action. Here locally, AAA puts Kentucky's average gas price at about $3.11, also jumping 50 cents. You can see from our new video that we took today. Experts expect these high gas prices as long as the conflict continues. Police are searching for a man involved in a Knottsville, Kentucky deadly shooting yesterday. The Daviess County Sheriff's Office says there were reports of a shooting yesterday around 1 a.m. near Highway 144 in St. Lawrence Road in the Knottsville area. They say shots were fired at a field party, hitting multiple people. 2 were taken to the hospital, a juvenile and a 19-year-old. The 19-year-old died at the hospital, and the juvenile was released from the hospital Saturday afternoon. Officers arrested 19-year-old Aiden Farrow hours later during a traffic stop in LaGrange, and he's facing multiple charges, including tampering with evidence. evidence. Police are still searching for a second suspect. They've identified that as 20-year-old James Samaj Carr. Police say he would be charged with murder and assault, and he is believed to be armed and dangerous. Tonight, a man and a dog are dead after a car crash on Hurstbourne Parkway this afternoon. Linden police say the accident happened around 2 p.m. near North Hurstbourne Parkway and Ormsby Station Road. Another man and a woman were taken to a hospital. Linden police is investigating with the help from LMPD's traffic unit. And we do want to warn you of this next story as police gave some graphic details. A Bullitt County man was arrested and charged with killing his wife with a wooden board. According to the arrest citation, 67-year-old Richard Chesser was attempting to move his wife's dead body when police arrived. A piece of wood with blood on it was found inside the house. Bullitt County deputies charged him with murder and domestic violence, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Deputies say this case is ongoing. Well, a beautiful day here across Kentuckiana. We're seeing some clear skies and some beautiful lights here, sitting in the mid-50s right now for our Sunday evening. I hope everyone enjoyed their daylight savings time, and we're joined now by meteorologist Austin Evans. And Austin, we talked about it all day. Just a beautiful day to be outside and soak in that sunshine.
It was a wonderful day, yes. You had to avoid the yard. The yard is still very wet, but it's been a nice Sunday. It's a pleasant Sunday evening. We got a beautiful start to the work week ahead of us. It's just what the work week contains that is the unfortunate news. A weather impact alert day now in effect for Wednesday. We can actually see Wednesday, or at least most of it, with our high resolution in-house model. I'll be going over the details, what we know so far, coming up in my full forecast, but it's a lot cooler than it was about 24 hours ago. And again, all the lovely colors and lights of downtown Louisville, as seen from our First Savings Bank U of A Health Jeffersonville camera overlooking downtown. We're right at 50 degrees at the airport, 53 here in downtown, 40s elsewhere in Jefferson County. And actually, we're mainly in the 40s across Kentuckiana, with the city of Louisville kind of creating its own urban heat island, which is typical, of course, and things are clear and quiet on satellite and radar. That's going to be the case all night tonight and all day tomorrow as temperatures rise to the 70s for highs. Details in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Austin. Empathy from an older brother brought a fundraiser together this weekend. The Streetery in Beachmont hosted Kwame Ramen to raise money for their employees after a car crashed into the side of the building a little over a week ago. The WHAS11 night teams, Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Connie Offit, report how the restaurant's mission today was to serve up kindness.
Kwame ramen dishes are made once again, but at the Streetery in Beachmont, thanks to some brotherly love. From the older brother, owner of the Streetery, Young Tran.
I know what it is like when a store shuts down and how much that affects the staff and the store itself.
To owner of Kwame Ramen, Duck Tran.
It really is great to have somebody to have your back, you know, when things go wrong like this.
On February 28th, after leaving for the night, a phone call jolted Duck out of bed.
I had to double take because, like, you know, I was like, I'm not sure I quite heard you right.
An employee called saying a car had crashed into the Highlands Ramen restaurant.
Maybe on like TikTok or on the TV, but not quite like actually see a car parked inside a restaurant.
Alexis Calvillo was arrested and charged for the incident. Shards of glass are left over. This plywood is acting as the wall after a car crashed into the side of Kwame Ramen. This damage is the reason why they've had to temporarily close. While at a different location, it's a temporary reopening this weekend because of an idea and kindness.
Got to talking to him, it's like, hey, you know, to help your staff, we can do a pop-up, a fundraiser pop-up.
A majority of the proceeds will go to the restaurant and its employees who are suddenly without a job. Javier Pauig ordered a bit of help himself.
I'm glad that there are people out here, that there's a community that is here to help it prop it back up on its feet. And I'm happy to contribute to it.
Louisville ordering up to serve a restaurant family. In Beachmont, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
Duck Tran says he's not sure right now how long it will take to make the repairs and reopen Kwame right off Bardstown Road. But in the meantime, there may be a similar event held again. And happening earlier today, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear still in New Hampshire, helping their state Democrats campaign for this year's midterm races. Beshear talked to Merrimack County Democrats of New Hampshire to hear out top voter issues and further along the success the party has seen in recent primary elections.